Hi, how are you? My name's Ryan Mason, and I'm a member of the Lambert Band, and I want to give you some stuff to know about me, as well as just band and high school in general. Now, I am a member of low brass. I play euphonium, trombone, and marching baritone, so I got a lot on my plate. As for my classes, you can usually see me in mastery band, and I do jazz, so you could probably see me in 2 periods throughout the day, and you might also see me in the band room during lunch. I also really like doing history and I like doing science. I think next year I have AP Physics and AP Econ and Gov. I don't know how many of you will see me there, but it's just something to know about me. Now, as for school, one thing I always knew is to please wait before you go get lunch, especially if you're getting lunch at school, because right after the bell rings, the lines there get obscenely long. I mean, you will wait 15 to 20 minutes just to get your food. So I would just say wait 20-25 minutes after the bell rings every day and then go get your food. Or if you want, you can usually get there a little early and the lunch lines are open. It's just something I learned is helpful. Another thing is to please don't overload. I mean, for real, overloaded way too much in my freshman year, and it really bit me. I mean, I had some iffy grades in some places, and it really made me nervous. It will make you really unhappy, I will tell you that. So just please don't overload. Spread your classes out. Even though I know rigor is really important, it'll make you super unhappy if you just completely fill your plate up more than you can eat. Alright, and some things about band. Band. One thing I will say is please march. I mean, marching is one of the most incredible experiences you will have in your entire life. I kid you not. I mean, some people might say it's exaggerated, but you will find family when you march. I mean, I'm not kidding. I went in not knowing what to expect, and I came out with some of my best friends I've ever had. It's just one of the most incredible experiences. And another thing I would say is to just do like another band activity, whether it's, guard, drumline, jazz, music theory. It's one of those things that you can really get yourself involved in, and just getting yourself into the world of music usually makes you love it a lot more than you think you do. I remember not thinking that I was like super in love with music or anything, but then I started taking jazz, and it changed my life. It changed how I look at it and it helped me learn. It really does help you become a better musician if you're into that. Now, as for something I would do for my instrument, I play 3 instruments: euphonium, baritone, and trombone. And one thing I learned from one of my, not really a teacher, but someone who helped teach me a little bit of I know, is to work on your low range as well as your high range. It's one of these weird things where just loosening up your lips helps you play high if you're working on that. And so you can loosen it up down or you can loosen it up. It really does. I mean, I worked on my low range for weeks, and it made my high range go up a few steps. It was crazy. Another thing I would say is to work on your lip slurs. Now, I will link one in the description that I usually play a lot, and it really helps. It's one of those things that, it'll make your, air much more fluid, and it'll make your sound way more fluid than you really think. Another thing, and the last thing I would want to say, is really to work on your just knowledge. Learn all your scales, learn your chords. It's something, and also if you're a bass clarinet or a bass clef player, you should learn treble clef, and if you're in treble clef, you should learn bass clef. It's really just a lot easier to learn that, and you'll have a much easier time understanding music. All right, thank you for listening. I hope to see you next year, maybe in marching, or maybe not, but I know you're gonna love band. You got this.